Hi, welcome again to the Old Principle. Going to teach another interesting story. Actually, today's story is from a young Chinese woman who wrote the story to me, and I thought, she didn't write a bad story. And very interestingly, I was able to use it almost 100%. So here it is. This is number 119, and I do need a storyteller. Here she is, dressed in pink. Is that pink or red?
Pink.
Pink, and this is blue. Okay. Good that I am not colorblind. Anyway, number 119. The camera and the sunset. 相机 and the sunset. So here we go. 日落 太阳下山日落. So are you ready?
Yes.
On your mark, get set, go!
The following story was written by a young Chinese woman who lived and worked in Taiwan. As I was on my way to Taipei on the new high-speed rail, I glanced at the sinking sun. Actually, it appeared that the sun was going up into the clouds, but that must have been an illusion because the clouds were in reality descending and covering the sun. I hurriedly bent down to get my bag and took out my camera. I wanted to snap the picture of the beautiful view. However, as soon as I got out the camera and sat up again, the sun was gone. It must have become covered with clouds. At first, I reacted in a negative way. What? I thought, I should have acted more quickly so that I would have been able to get the picture. At that moment, I realized that I forgot to allow myself the time to just pause for 1 second and say, "Wow, that's a beautiful sunset." After going through these feelings, I decided to write down my thoughts. Guess what? As soon as I put away my camera and got out my pen and paper, I saw the stunning sunset again. It was much more beautiful now than it had been just 5 minutes before when I had seen it the first time. This experience led me to think about the attitude we have toward the beauty around us. A lot of times we tend to grasp what only lasts for a short time. When we can't get hold of it, such as in taking a snapshot, we start to feel disappointed. However, when we don't try to seize what we cannot hold on to, if we just stand back and feast our eyes on it, then God surprises us by some amazingly beautiful scenes that fill our lives with joy.
Good. Thank you. And this was actually, I was a school board chairman, 董事长，一个学校, and she was one of the teachers in Taiwan. And so at this time I wasn't the 老校长, 但是我是学校的董事长. I was the board chairman. And she was actually born and reared in Taiwan. 的土生土长, we say in Chinese. She actually grew up locally in Taiwan, but I thought wrote a very interesting little vignette, her own experience. So
we can learn from her.
Well, let's see if we can. And if I can't, then you help me at the end. Okay, so you're off. You're free. Okay, here we go. The camera and the sunset. Okay, 这个相机和这个日落。Okay, camera and sun. Does that look like a sunset? Yeah, sure does. Okay, going on. The following story was written by a young Chinese woman who lived and worked in Taiwan. Okay, so I've already explained to that. She was Chinese. She was born in southern Taiwan, and she was working as a teacher. She was a teacher. Okay, go ahead. I was on my way. This is what she wrote. This is what she wrote. As I was on my way to Taipei. So she was coming from the south to Taipei. On the new high-speed rail. Okay, high-speed rail means 高铁. That means the speed of the 铁路 is very fast. In Taiwan, they say 台铁 is the Taiwan 火车, and 高铁 is high-speed rail. And it actually travels at about, high speed is about 300 kilometers an hour. Okay? I glanced. When you glance, that means that you are looking at something. But glance means it's kind of short. It's kind of a short looking. Glanced. I looked at the sinking sun. So what's happening? The sun is coming down. The sinking sun. 这个太阳下山, okay, 日落, okay. This is different ways we say the sun is coming down. Going on. Actually, it appeared that the sun was going up. Even though the sun was going down, 看起来好像太阳在上 into the clouds. So there were beautiful clouds there, and it appeared like the sun was going into the clouds. Going on. Okay, go. But that must have been an illusion. What is an illusion? I think it's 幻觉, but let me just make sure that I have it right. Whoa, I have it right. 幻觉. It's not a word that I use, an illusion. So it wasn't really that way. It was because the clouds were in reality, 实际上, descending. The clouds were coming down, and they were 遮盖太阳. So, but it looked like the sun was going up into the clouds, but in reality, the clouds were coming down. This is an illusion. Illusion. Good word. 幻觉. Going on. I hurriedly, 很快的, okay? To hurry means 很快的做一件事情. Well, I hurriedly, that sounds like can you say hurriedly? Hurriedly. That's a tongue twister, makes your tongue get tired. I hurriedly bent down. I'm going to ask you if you can say that in a minute. So don't run away. I hurriedly bent down to get my bag, okay, and took out my camera. Okay, so she's going down, 她有一个袋子, and she takes out her camera, 她的相机就拿出来. What did she want to do? she wants to take a picture. I wanted to snap the picture. Now, snap. We often say to take a picture. We also say snap a picture. 照相 Okay. So you can say to take a picture, snap a picture. Is there any other way of saying it? Take a picture, snap a picture. So she's going to snap. Just like that. Okay? And the picture of the beautiful view. I imagine it was very beautiful. The sun was being covered by the clouds. The clouds were orange and yellow, and there was blue and gray. You know how it is. A sunset is a very beautiful thing going on. However, as soon as I got out the camera, and sat up again, got the camera out, sat up again, the sun was gone. 不见. It must have been covered with the clouds. It must have 肯定是被这个云 okay, covered 遮盖过. Whoa. Where did the sun go? But I can't because there's no sun to take a picture of. Going on. At first, I reacted in a negative way. 头一个反应是蛮负面的。负面 is negative, right? A negative way of reacting. So that my reaction was negative. And so what was her reaction? I said, what? I thought I should have acted more quickly so that I would have been able to get the picture. What? I should have gone faster, reacted. 我的反应要更加快. And then I would have been able to take the picture, to get the picture, to照那个相. In this case, to get the picture means to take the picture. Or you actually could say able to take the picture, snap the picture, or to get the picture. The meaning is exactly the same. Going on. At that moment, I realized that I forgot to allow myself the time to just pause for 1 second and say, wow, that's a beautiful sentence. 刚好那时候 I realized 我自己想到 realized that I was thinking about it and 我自己开始想 I forgot 我忘记做什么让自己有一点时间 okay time to pause 有一点时间停下来安静下来 for 1 second which is usually more than 1 second but we often say just give me I'll be with you in 1 second not 1 second but we say it that just give me a brief moment to say wow 那是一个美丽的 sunset 这个日落美景 okay it's beautiful so going on after going through those feelings 经过这些这个情感上的这个思想 okay and 这些感受 I decided to write down my thoughts. Now, remember, she's a teacher, so you can understand that teachers do things like this. Some of us don't, but teachers do. Mrs. Ash likes to do things like that. I'm not so much that way. So I decided to write down my thoughts. Go ahead. Guess what? 想想看 As soon as I put away my camera, we call this Murphy's Law in English. Someday I'll have to explain what Murphy's Law is. Remind me, Mrs. Ash, I need to work on a story about Murphy's Law or a series of stories. But anyway, as soon as I put away my 一把这个相机摆回去放回去 and got out my pen and paper 指头一支笔 guess what? I saw the stunning sunset. I saw the stunning sunset. Now, what does it mean to be stunning? A stunning is very beautiful. If we say she is stunning, then we say the girl or the lady is very beautiful. Isn't that what we say? The sunset was stunning, very beautiful. 使我们蛮惊讶的 very, very beautiful. Surprisingly beautiful. Okay? It's usually something that catches us by surprise. 蛮惊讶的，突然间才有 Okay? And I saw the stunning sunset again. Going on. It was much more beautiful now than it had been 5 minutes before. 现在比我5分钟以前所看到的更加美丽 It is much more beautiful 美丽 Okay? When I had just seen it the first time 我第一次看到的 So the second time was more beautiful than the first time. By the way, that doesn't always happen. That doesn't always happen. But since it doesn't always happen, then sometimes what she now says is important. 要看一看她现在的结论如何 Because I think she made a very, very good point. Going on. This experience, 这个经验 led me to 令我想 what? The attitude we have toward the beauty around us. 在我们身边的美景 Okay? 美景美丽的风景等等 Okay? 我们的态度 So I'm thinking about my attitude. She said, I get thinking about the attitude we have toward the things, the beautiful things that are around us. Going on. A lot of times we tend, okay, to grasp what only lasts for a short time. Okay? 我们呢常常想要 in this way tend. Let me see how I translated it. I wrote it down here. 很容易 this word tend, 去相与, but it can be translated in several different ways. A lot of times we tend 很容易 grasp, 抓那些只不过是能够保留很久很久. So we're grabbing things that last for a short term. In fact, we say short-term pleasures, 享受 or 娱乐. So we grab at these short-term things and then they, what? Disappear. Going on. When we can't get hold of it, such as in taking the snapshot, we start to feel disappointed. And when we cannot, 没办法抓住, okay, such as in taking a snapshot, 好像没办法照相, okay, we start to feel disappointed. 我们就开始感觉失望，失望，好像他一样的失望。Going on. However, when we don't try to seize, see if you can catch this. This is 很深的哲学. This is very deep writing. Man, I had to think about this for several minutes. Even me, I speak English. And this sentence is a tough one. However, when we don't try to seize what we cannot hold on to, if we just stand back and feast our eyes on it, this is interesting. When we don't try to say, 当我们不想抓住那些根本没办法抓不住的东西. Woo! I actually translated it into Chinese. Okay? When we don't try to seize, 抓住那些 what we 没办法抓住的东西. And if we just, see if we can do that, if we can just stand back, and if we will just feast our eyes on it. What does it mean to feast our eyes? Do you know what feast is? Feast is to eat 大筵席, 吃大筵席. But sometimes we say feast our eyes, we just stand there and we say 大大的享受. Okay? We're enjoying it. We're feasting our eyes upon the beauty, 这个美景. Going on. Make sure I have enough time here. Okay, we got enough time. God surprises us with some amazingly beautiful scenes that fill our lives with joy. 他就说 God surprise 这个神就会使我们很惊讶 okay, by some amazingly beautiful scenes. Okay, 美景 okay, 美丽的风景. And when we sit and look and enjoy 享受 and just contemplate 就想一想, then what happens? It fills our lives with joy. 使我们的人生更加有喜乐. Joy, 喜乐. Okay, Mrs. Ash, join me for a minute. Tell me, now I haven't, she doesn't know what I'm going to ask her. So she's in deep trouble. Okay, recently you were in America with your grandkids. Did you see something very pretty there that you said, wow, this is very pretty?
I saw a painting.
You saw a painting. So it wasn't something out there, 不是大自然界, it was a painting. Tell me about the painting, 一幅画, okay?
Well, it was actually an acrylic painting, which is vivid colors.
Okay, so it was very colorful. 这个颜色相当鲜明, okay?
And it was the face of a panda bear.
Whoa, sounds like something from China.
Actually, I'm sorry, it was a face of a bear. I'm sorry.
Okay. 凶啊, 这个凶啊, big bear.
Yeah, only it was more like a bear.
Okay, it was a young bear.
And it was lots of leaves and browns and greens, but it was so vivid and so beautiful. And the expression on the bear's face was very interesting, very alive and like a child, sort of.
Whoa.
Yeah, and I wanted to take it, but I didn't have enough money.
Oh, I know.
So I just looked at it.
I know where you were. You were in the store and you saw this picture, and then you said, "But I've got to go back to China. I don't know how to put it in my 塞在我的心里面."
Yes.
Oh, see. So here is what you do. You stand and you enjoy the picture. Wow. That's good. Okay, well, you better look and more while I talk about something else. Our email address, theoldprinciple@gmail.com, and our website, www.theoldprinciple.org. Hey, go out. Maybe we'll go out for lunch, and we'll try to find something very beautiful to look at.
That's a good idea.
Good. And I hope you do it too. We'll see you later.
Bye.